we're doing a good job. But to really know if we're getting it right or not, you have to listen to people who actually use the parks. Parks like Boeddeker Park, which has been at the center of the Tenderloin community for over 30 years, one of the city's most densely populated and arguably poorest neighborhoods. The park is within a 10-minute walk of 50,000 people. Yet 5 years ago, it was a place that the community avoided. Dark, scary, unwelcoming, with the telling nickname, Prison Park. With important help from Lori and others, we came together to work with the city's Recreation and Parks Department, with local neighborhood nonprofits and local residents to try to change that. And this spring, after 5 years of planning and huge community outreach and effort and involvement, the park has reopened, transformed from forbidding to welcoming, from silent to ringing with laughter. Jaya Bayoni has been at the school across the street since kindergarten. Where are you, Jaya? Read. Good. You'll be hearing from her in just a sec. And yes, she lives within a 10-minute walk of the park's gate. I'd like you to meet her and hear from her firsthand what it means to her to have this new and renovated park. Jaya, can you come up and share a few words with us?
So, as you all have heard, my name is Jaya Bayani. I am an 8th grader from San Francisco City Academy. I would like to share with you my experiences at Boeddeker and how I believe safe, kid-friendly parks are important to children like me. About 4 years ago, I was introduced to Boeddeker Park. I had just moved to the city and began attending San Francisco City Academy. Like any 4th grader, especially one from a very suburban Fremont, I was naive and innocent. Though I had been pretty frequent in my trips to City Impact Church, the everyday nature of the Tenderloin was pretty foreign to me. Dirty syringes and homeless people doing their business on the street wasn't exactly the norm to me. Regardless, I made some lifelong friends at this program. We sat on the numerous benches, laughing at whatever 4th grade we thought was hilarious, and carefully avoided the bird poop on the seat. My favorite spot at Boeddeker was this slightly cobwebbed and dirty bench. Now, it doesn't seem like much, but sitting under a very large tree and letting the cool shade cover me was calming. I used to copy down music lyrics in my tattered composition notebooks which I have still saved to this day, and I would sing to myself. This place was also where I'd write flower-rewarded poetry, do homework, read books, and get teased for reading these books. As you can imagine, I wasn't an extremely athletic child. Yet, despite my favorite bench, it still mattered to me that an unhinged slide, monkey bars made for someone that was 3 feet tall, homeless people sleeping on benches, and laughing security didn't make for a very kid-friendly park. Then, in the middle of 5th grade, they decided to fix our park. The new park, like any project, took a few years. For a long stretch of time, there were yearning looks cast at our demolished Boeddeker Park. We were starting to lose hope in getting our park back. But one day, we all walked past the Boeddeker Park and noticed a significant change in what we had previously seen. Along with a beautiful new playground and basketball court, a fitness area and a pristine clubhouse were added in. Security had become more proactive and staff had been improved. I finally found a new spot to sit in, reading my books on the metal chair tables and wooden benches. I felt safe and inspired in this revived Boeddeker Park. I was so thankful to those who had created this happiness. So many of the kids in the Tenderloin, at least from what I could tell of my school peers, were overjoyed at this foreign land of happiness. My friends finally had a convenient place to safely play basketball, football, soccer, and tag. This is really important because sports are the one thing that I've noticed that make a huge impact in the lives of the kids in the Tenderloin. It's certainly difficult to be a kid in such an area, but I believe that the efforts at Boeddeker are working to give us kids back our innocence and make a difference in our lives. It is true that us kids are the future of the planet. We can really change the world, cliche as it sounds. We just need the tools to do so. A simple act of kindness, like transforming Boeddeker Park, can help build our toolbox. Kindness creates positivity. Positivity lifts up others. Positive people can make life-changing impacts, which can then be shared to the next person, thus forming a healthy community. We are a diverse culture of stories and voices. And yes, the Tenderloin does receive a questionable reputation, but we are not defined by where we live. We can help shape our community to give way to these voices and stories by random acts of love. Boeddeker is an act of love, and as they say, love makes the world go round. Thank you so much.